Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's 9:15, and I want to share with you something that I learned today when I went to church, and it's planted seeds and expanded beyond that. I have been recklessly disregarding my gifts. This was the sermon topic from the pastor, and it's become something personal to me now. I have used my gifts poorly, and while in the church and outside of church, I recollected on so many things. But before I get to them, I'm going to mention that when it comes to having gifts that we all have, at first I thought it was all about money. That was one of the mistakes I made, the immature mistakes I made in relation to gifts or success. That you being a gift is also a gift to someone else. That when someone says going through a hard time, your gift can simply be a smile or a kind word to anyone who feels disheartened or who feels saddened by what they've experienced. And your presence, your kind word, can give them either a shoulder to cry on and someone whom they can relate what they're experiencing to. And how this explains me and why I said I have been using my gifts poorly is because I made the mistake of confusing my gift for that of success, where money is the ultimate gift, when really I was blindsided. I've been disregarding and poorly using my gift of mainly just my presence, being around someone. Because I recalled a friend of mine who told me that she said, just from me being there for her, that I am a blessing to her. Just by being there. And at first that went over my head. At first I disregarded it because if I truly wanted to be if I truly wanted to be a blessing to someone, I would be sharing my riches with them and helping them get rich. When that whole concept of riches came from a personal moment in my childhood where when people didn't believe what you were going to do or what you were capable of doing, they just saw you on the surface. The first instinct is that you want to get back at them, not physically, but metaphysically, being that the greatest revenge is the greatest success. And immaturely, I related the greatest success revenge story being that of the more money I accumulate with my success as an author, when I was wrong. Not saying that money isn't everything. Now, I'm not saying don't go pursuing money. I'm saying you need money for security. You need wealth for security, to secure yourself. I'm saying that success is not the end, and money is not the true definition of success. It keeps score. Which brings me back to the topic of how I've poorly been using my gifts, how I haven't been using them properly, how I wasn't fully aware of how my gifts truly are. That my gift, personally my gift, from remembering that moment with the my friend of mine who told me that I was a blessing just by being there, it made me realize that my true gift is my presence. My true gift is speaking word through my poetry that I haven't been able to say verbally on my own. Those are my gifts, and I may have more gifts. And I've been neglectful, I've been derelict, I've been using them poorly, meaning I haven't been using them properly because I wasn't fully aware of what my gifts truly are. That the gift of a person, any person, be it me or anyone else, it could be either a smile, a kind word, or just being in the presence of someone. And that presence it makes those who are going through something seem like they're not alone. That they are not alone in what they're going through. I've allowed what I was going through to turn me into something that I didn't know I was becoming. At one point I did, but I didn't know the full cost of it. I didn't know I was making myself into an introverted person. When recalling when I first published my books, I went out, told people about it, about them, to try and sell books. I was getting out of my comfort zone, meeting people, walking up to people, talking to people. But when I didn't sell any books, I would be down on myself because I didn't sell a book, I didn't make no money. Hence the confusion of success is money, when success isn't money. Success isn't the big house. Success isn't the end of the finish line. Success is something that's unending. And the finish line is something we all continue to run towards, even when it seems like it's far away. I remember how I always go up to talk to people. I still go up and talk to people. Though right now, I currently wish I talked to more people consistently. Meaning, rather than secluding myself into an introverted life that I don't truly want, that's not who I truly am, I began to remember and recollect on how inconsistent I've been in my communication with people who got introduced into my life, opportune moments that I missed, leaving me with the regret, with the emotion turbulence of I should have kept up those conversations. I should have been more consistent with the communications. I should have called and checked up on people like I should do more often. Which leads me to realizing that about my gift. And that's being and that's my presence. That's being around people. That's being present with them throughout the good times and the bad times, because I don't know if that'll happen to me. And at first it frightens me. After that eye-opening moment in church about realizing my gifts, it also even led me to realize another important thing, which is to not be distracted, to not let anything distract you from the gift you have. a lot of thoughts and ideas came into my head upon hearing those words. That I want to make my life about putting myself out there and making my presence known. Because I'm done hiding. I've had enough of hiding behind the screen of my phone or anything in the like. Hence, I'm going to Art Fest in Indian Head, and after that, I'm going to make some other plans. I'll let you know what those plans are. But really, I'm just going to do anything where it takes me out of this, of hiding away. Because I was an introvert in the past, and it left me lonely. And now, realizing that I was falling back into that habit of being an introvert, when really I like to conversate with people, I like to talk with people, I want to continue doing that while also being a good person. Not someone who people can easily walk over. A good person who knows his worth, who knows what he's about. A person who knows his gifts, who doesn't compare it to other people's gifts, though uses his own. And my own is my presence. And I need to make more people know of my presence, of who I am as a person and as an author. So to everyone on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, when you see this, comment me, subscribe to my channel. I look forward to talking with you.